We've been able to reduce our appeals backlog by about 14%. But this is all against the backdrop of a growing caseload in the Freedom of Information Act requests. Since 2008, an increase of about 300% in our FOIA caseload. Just to compare, in 2008 we had fewer than 6,000 new FOIA requests. Last year we had nearly 20,000. That's a number that continues to rise. We also have a number of additional congressional oversight requests. And these have many similarities to FOIA cases, although of course they're different. So, a 15% reduction in the State Department operations budget would be counterproductive and would only further constrain the resources that we need to meet these growing increases in requests over recent years. So we remain in touch with the Appropriations Committee and continue dialogue, but we certainly think that we need the resources in order to meet these growing requests.
You say the State Department is committed to openness and transparency. Is that a relatively new thing, or is this something that's been a commitment for a long time?
I'll ask you to make your question a little more precise. Do you have something specific in mind?
Well, I mean, don't you find it interesting that there has been a 300% increase in the number of FOIA requests you've gotten? Does that not suggest that, regardless of your commitment to be open and transparent, that people aren't exactly convinced that that this building has been open and transparent, or do you see it as?
I haven't done an analysis of the reason for a growing number of FOIA requests. It's simply a fact, and it's a fact we have to deal with.
Right.
And,
the fact
and so
that you got 6,000 FOIA requests in 2008.
Yeah.
Okay, and you had 20,000 FOIA requests in 2014.
Look, I'm not going to draw. I'm not going to draw.
What happened between 2008 and 2014? Do you think that caused this increase?
Well, look, Matt, I'm not going to draw a conclusion from what the reason is behind the numbers.
Let me put it this way.
And well, but let me finish because you can also ask other federal agencies whether they've experienced similar increases. I don't know if they've had the same increases, but I think across the government there have been increases in numbers of FOIA requests. It may be that people know more about FOIA than they did in 2008, and people make use of it.
What happened in 2008?
There are a number of things that happened in 2008, Matt. If you're trying to draw a specific connection,
I just wanted
please
to
go
figure
ahead.
out. I mean, it suggests that for some reason, since 2008, people aren't, at least in terms of the State Department, people haven't been too confident in the State Department's commitment to openness and transparency, at least as it relates to being open and transparent without a FOIA.
I don't accept the premise of the question that people make FOIA requests because they don't believe in openness and transparency. We live in a changing information environment.
No, they make it because they do believe in openness and transparency. The people making the requests believe in openness and transparency, right?
Presumably.
Right, and presumably it means that they're not too confident in what you say is this building's commitment to. No,
I wouldn't draw that conclusion. The FOIA exists; people make use of it, and
but it is. You would say that going from 6,000 to 20,000 is a pretty significant increase. It's 300% increase.
Well, it's certainly and I said it is. It is a significant increase, but I'm just not drawing the conclusion from it that you're trying to draw.
Okay, getting back.